All right, here we are in the last video of lesson 15, and hopefully coming up on our screen is going to be an expression. Let's see, where are you, expression? All right, well, let's just use this one then. 28 divided by 28, 280 divided by 28 plus 280 divided by 28 plus 112 divided by 28. That is interesting. Does that remind you of anything? And you see that 280 divided by 28 is 10, and 280 divided by 28 is 10, because 10 times 28 is 280, and 4 times 28 is 112. And then the answer is 24. So yes, if you think back to the problem that we just did with the area model, 672 divided by 28 is 24, right? So this is that area model as an expression. Sorry about that. And you can see that each part of it is 280 divided by 28 divided by 28 divided by 28, because then it's 280 divided by 28 for each partial product, right? So here's our 4 partial products, and they add up to our final partial product, okay? We just wanted to look at that in another way. And let's look at another problem. Actually, let me just grab an area, a Google Doc here for us to look at. Well, a Google Doc. There we go. Okay, so our new problem is 926 divided by 23. 926 divided by 23. And as you know, the 926 goes under the house because that's your first number. And the 23 is the divisor. It goes on the outside. So how could you estimate this one so that we're going to break in, right? This is where a lot of people get stuck. Where do I start with a division problem? So we're going to start with our divisor, right? What could we round 23 to? I'm thinking about 20, right? 20. And if 23 is 20, then what could 926 be? I'm thinking about 1,000, right? Because 10 divided by 2 is 5, and that would give us 2 zeros, 500. So 500 is a possibility, right? Another possibility, if we want to go like in the other direction and think about 900, maybe instead of 20, we should use 30, right? Because 3 times 3 is 9. So that would be 3, and 1 0 would be 30. Oh, I made a mistake. Sorry about that. 10 and 2 is going to be 5. So that would only be 1 0, not 2 zeros, right? So that would be 50, not 500. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, it does not look like it wants to erase. So let's just cross it out. Okay, so possibly 50, possibly 30. Okay, so these are estimates. They're just helping us to break in. So we can estimate as much as we want. We can just think about what could be the correct number here. Okay. It's probably better to use a low estimate than a high estimate. Can you think about why that would be? If you have a high estimate, then your number is going to be too big, right? Because that would be 50 would be 1,000, and we only have 926. So if we want to start with a smaller estimate, that would be better, right? So maybe we'll start with 30. Now we've been working on area models, so let's build an area model, right? A nice rectangle, and our divisor's always on the left side. 23. Now, 23 times 30, right? We could do that. We could take 30 out of there and try see how that works, right? 23 times 30. Now notice we're using the real number 23 and not the estimate that we had. So 3 times 0, 0 times 2, magic 0. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 2 is 6. So that would be 690. All right, and that's less than 926. So we can take that part out. Now, if we were going to model that as the standard algorithm, we could put a 30 here, and we could put our 690 here. And then we could just see how much we have left, right? 6 minus 0 is 6. Be careful with your subtraction, right? Not 9 minus 2, but 12 minus 9. That's 3. And 7 minus 6 is 1. So we have 136 left. I made a mistake there. Sorry. This is an 8 minus 6. This should be 236. That's a little bit better. Okay. Ooh, look at that. 236, 23. So we could do 10, right? It's not going to be completely done, but 10 times 23 is 230, right? Okay, and then since I'm doing partial quotients with my vertical model, then I have 230 there, and that leaves me a remainder of 6. And so I can just put 6 here as my remainder, right? No, sorry, don't want to put that there because these two numbers are what adds up to 926. Yeah, that's fine. Sorry. There we go. 6. Okay. And remainder 6. Okay. What do you think about that? What is our divisor? What is our quotient? Our quotient is 40, right? Equals 40, like right in between 30 and 50, which were our estimates. Remainder 6. Okay, and then how can we check our work? 23 times 40 plus 6. Okay, 23 times 40. Like I said, let's do the math and make sure that we got it correct. Magic 0, 0, 8. Add those two together. That's going to be 920 plus 6, 926, which is correct. Nice job. Okay, got it? Okay, I think that's pretty good. Thank you for watching, and this is the end of lesson 5.